so he's
Right
got
out there,
four.
right out to drive up there with Greenwood. Yeah, the other day I came by, there was a line coming this way on Route 12. Then there was a line on Route 12 coming this way, trying to get in. I said, wow, man, there's some queuing on that one.
I wonder who did that.
That no one could
Yeah,
figure.
There's something in the other sign, there's a one.
We have to go there after.
Oh, okay.
I signed, this is since
Oh, maybe it's-
Tuesday?
Yeah.
I signed on Monday, actually.
Me too.
All right.
I didn't.
Welcome everybody to the June 1st, 2016 Board of Selectmen Store Commission meeting. Mr. Ruccio is going to be late. Reading acceptance of minutes from previous meetings, May 6, 2016, regular session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
May 18, 2016, regular session.
So moved.
Second.
All
Gotta get this lined up.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
May 18, 2016, executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And May 25, 2016, regular session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I didn't move those minutes, this
I know.
place would stop.
Larry Chisholm, candidate for Personnel Board, term to expire 6/30/2018. Come on up, Larry. How you doing?
Hi.
A few months.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, we put you on the,
Tell us a little
On
about
the
yourself.
search
Committee.
committee.
Yep.
because I'm like, I know, I thought we only put you on.
So this is, he's gonna take Mary Jane's place, is that correct? Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I actually moved here to West Boylston back in October of last year, and I have been enjoying it ever since. And but my professional background, I'm actually an executive recruiter by profession. I've been in that business for 20 years. I have my own practice. And basically, that's kind of what led me initially to meet everyone here back in the fall for the search for the town administrator. But I had a feeling that this might be an opportunity at some point down the road. So when I received a call from Anita, I thought that, okay, well, I wasn't really surprised. But that being said, yes, I agree with Mary. I think that I could probably be a contribution to the team, provided any obviously personal related issues that may come up. I think I can sort of, take her spot
Great,
for the remainder of her term.
excellent. Well, I think you guys did a great job picking the town administrator, so let's hope you do just as well in the future.
It was a team effort, but it was definitely good. It felt good.
Seems very good.
All right.
I move that we appoint Mr. Chisholm to candidate to expire on 6/30/2018.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for your service.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you
That was quick.
for being.
That was longer than most.
So I received it. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, we should thank Mary Jane Beer for being and working with us for a couple of years, right, Nance?
Yes, it has been a couple of years.
Yes, yeah, since we first
Yeah.
appointed her.
She did a
Is
great
she the
job.
chairman?
Yes.
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 Is she changing positions or something? Do we know why?
She's being transferred.
Oh, okay, that's a good reason to leave then. Okay.
All right, Robin, let's do this, 7:15. Robin Meliker, candidate for Associate Member of Zoning Board of Appeals, term to expire 4/30/2021. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My husband and I moved here 13 years ago. We fell in love with an old fixer-upper that still seems to be winning. And we have 2 boys. We have one in 3rd grade at Major Edwards and one in 9th grade. And we adore the town, and we absolutely have such gratitude for the education they're receiving. So I thought I would give back by donating my time.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No, I guess just my only comment would be, is if you sit on this, is there an issue with the Wayne's thing?
Well, no, I
Yeah,
just assume I
because
would recuse
You'd have to
myself.
You'd have to, that's all I'm
I'm
just
very
saying. You
straightforward in what you see.
Understand that, yeah, okay.
All right.
I make a motion, we appoint Robin to the Associate Member of Zoning Board, to expire on 4/30/2021.
Second.
Any other discussion?
I do have a question.
Sure.
Why the zoning board?
Well, I wanted to do some heavy lifting. I've always volunteered in my kids' classrooms, and our life settled down a little bit. This year, it was my New Year's resolution to get more involved. It took 6 months. I did not originally pick the zoning board.
That's what I
Yeah,
read.
and I originally wanted the affordable housing interested me, or the council on aging. I'm very resourceful and creative and hardworking, and I thought I could work towards a senior center for the seniors. But there are no positions, and I easily could have chosen something that might have been a little easier, but that's not what I had committed to in January. So I picked zoning.
Okay, and do your children attend the schools here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're crazy
What,
about them.
what grade are they?
I have a 3rd grader and a 9th grader, 2
Okay.
boys, and every single experience we've had, I tell them, I'm like a walking billboard for the schools, we adore them.
Great, okay. Thank you for coming forward.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Dawn. Thank you.
We'll be out of here. All right. New business. Consider appointing Karen Parade to the position of temporary warden for the June 7th annual town election as recommended by the town clerk.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Concurrence in the appointment of special officers to work details during the period of July 1st, 2016, for a term to expire on June 30th, 2017, at $43 per hour. And, in the back or something, you got? Would you like to read these? Oh, we- I
Can't find it, isn't it?
Certainly. So this is the list of officers to be appointed as special officer. Boylston Police, John Anazadia, Robert Barbato, James Conway, Russell Parker, Jared Peache, Mark Shepard, Robert Thomas, Cody Tomasian, and Matthew Riel. For Clinton police officers, it would be Brian Coyne, Michael Welch, William Kamataras, Miguel Martinez, Kevin West, Michael Fazio, John Gowen, James Hisman, Paul Sylvester Jr., Carl Schmidt, Robert Champagne, Richard Welts, James McNamara Jr., Joseph Downing Jr., Jeffrey Frisch, Edward Jeffrey Jr., Christopher Cornelius, and Michael Frick, Jeffrey O'Toole, Brandon O'Malley, Christopher Willoughby, Jeffrey Notaro, Michael Frazio Jr., and Brian O'Malley. From Holden Police, it would be John Bourget, Anthony Gribbins, Robert Murray, and Jonathan Santamore. From Lancaster Police, it would be Fred Hatstadt, Gary Henderson, Kevin Lamb, John McNally, James McNamara, Jose Maleta, Everett Moody, Patrick Mortimer, Andrew Schmidt, and Andrew Shaw. From Rutland Police, it would be Donald Hapkowski, Ronald Freiberg, Nicholas Monaco, and Troy Chauvin, Chris Giglio, Travis McCauley, Diane Herzig, John Songi, Jason Sidemal, John Foster, Michael Tarkini. Sterling Police, it would be Brian Bork, Paul Constantino, Stephen Fugere, Ryan Ferguson, Sean Godet, David Johnson, Scott Johnson, Stephen Mucci, Michael Norberg, Craig Pomeroy, Lane Pomeroy, and Timothy Pluff. And then from West Boylston, it would be Mark Morrissey.
Thank you so much.
Very well done.
Yes. All right.
I move that we appoint them.
I'll
Do I
second.
have to read the list again?
No, you don't have to read this. All in favor?
Aye.
Concurrence in the following town administrator June reappointments. Veteran Service Officer Douglas Walker, 1 year. Want to do this one at a time? I'll do them all together.
Can we do them all together?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Animal Control Officer Charles Whitkus, 1 year. Assistant Animal Control Officer Stephen Jones, 1 year. Permanent Sergeant Thomas Belvin, Francis Glenn, Matthew Saunders, and Anthony Panderas, 3-year appointments. Permanent Patrolman Marcel Travoni, David Richardson, David Westerman, James Dugan, Dave Pepecki, Richard Petit, and James Bartlett, 3-year appointments. Treasurer Tax collector Bonnie Yazek, 3 years appointments. Townwide Planning Committee, Raymond DeSantis, Norma Janice and Susan Miola, 3-year appointments. Open Space Implementation Committee, Barbara Wyatt, Michael Picard, Brenda Bowman, and Raymond DeSanti, 1-year appointment. And Community Preservation Committee, George Bernard, 3-year appointment.
Make a motion to approve the aforementioned lists of reappointments from the town administrator.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Consider the following Board of Selectmen June reappointments. Personnel Board, Christine
Mazeka.
Mazeko, employee designee, 3 years. Finance Committee, Pat Bryant, Christopher Berglund, and William Fay, 3 years.
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Consider voting to accept the bandstand donations in the amount of $250 from Beverly Goodale on behalf of the town.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Consider signing lease agreement by and between the town of West Boylston and the West Boylston lighting plant for the former landfill property.
Now, you've already voted this at the
Right.
last meeting, so we do finally have the final document, so it's in the signature folder for you to sign tonight at your convenience.
Great.
Nothing's changed from last time.
No, it was the accepted language from what town council had put forward.
Okay. So do we have to vote on it
Yeah.
again?
No, the vote's already been
Oh,
taken, but
so-
just to let you know, the document's there for you to sign tonight.
The actual lease.
No, we don't take anything on this.
Your vote still stands from the last
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
So moved. Are we, sign the
We don't
agreement?
have to, right?
I don't know if we have
we
to
don't
vote
have
on it, but.
All right. Town administrator report.
Okay, tonight, we do have a contract award for the auditing services. We did put out a request for proposals and received 4 proposals from the firms of Roselli, Clark and Associates, Powers and Sullivan, Melanson Heath, and Ron Below and Company. I worked with the town accountant Leslie Gerton and the treasurer collector Bonnie Yasek. We reviewed all of the proposals, rated them against the minimum qualifications and our evaluation criteria that was in the RFP, and we ended up with 2 top proposals. Those were the firm of Roselli, Clark and Associates and Powers and Sullivan. We did phone interviews, checked references, and we all agreed that we prefer the firm of Powers and Sullivan. Luckily, when we opened up the price proposals, they were well within price, well under budget, and so I'm recommending that we move ahead and award the contract to Powers and Sullivan. And I would ask, just for convenience, that the board vote to award the 3-year contract to them and to authorize me to sign the contract.
I move that we award the 3-year contract and that we have the town administrator sign.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I being in the industry, I did call some other accountants, and these guys specialize in municipalities, and they have a very reputable reputation, good reputation for doing municipal work, so.
Good. Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. In accordance with the vote that was taken at town meeting on May 16th, I'm drafting the request for qualifications to seek proposals from architects for the senior center conceptual design. Town meeting awarded $10,000 for that. So I have a draft that I've actually sent out to the FISC committee for their review, hoping to have proposals be due in by the end of June so that the FISC committee can do a review and perhaps make a selection in early July. What I'm doing in that document is asking that the architects consider the fact that they would be doing the conceptual design at this point, but that we may retain their services for the full design, construction bid documents, and construction administration later if we're satisfied with their performance. So I've drafted that RFQ document to allow us to do that if the town decides it's in our best interest. So that will get moving, and you should be hearing more about that in a few weeks.
Great.
Right, thank you.
Any motion on that? Or?
No, not at this time.
Can I just ask a question? When the RFP goes out, is it normally like a 30-day time frame before they need to come back? I'm trying to remember when we did this, and I thought it was about 30
It's
days.
typically 30 days. I mean,
Okay.
it depends, if I was just doing the RFQ for the conceptual design,
Yeah.
we could easily turn it around 2 to 3 weeks, because that's pretty much a boilerplate response we'd be getting back from architectural firms.
Okay.
But because I'm also asking them to potentially put themselves in the running for the full design and the full project, then we're going to be giving them basically, it's not quite a full month in this case. The central register will be out June 8th, and proposals will be due back June 30th.
Okay, I was just trying to figure when we meet again in June with FISP, or would it be another month before it comes back? But you're saying the deadline is,
June 30th, which would be right after the next FISP meeting, so we'd
Right.
probably need to schedule a special FISP meeting
That's-
for the review of the proposals.
yeah, that's kind of where I was going on the time frame. Okay.
And we do have some resignations from Conservation Commission members. We received a letter of resignation from Charlene Hopkins and also David Eckhart. Charlene's resignation was effective May 17th, and David's resignation is effective June 30th. In his letter, he also is resigning from the Finance Committee and the Capital Investment Board and several other committees that he's involved in, and he asked that I just quickly read his letter into the minutes tonight. And his letter is dated May 20th. It says, "Dear Mrs. Shipers, for my entire career, which started in 1966, I have strongly believed that all stakeholders should be treated fairly and equally. To this end, I have lectured at a number of universities on the subject of professional ethics from the perspective of a PE and chemical engineer. In May 2013, the West Boylston Conservation Commission recognized that it needed added tools to continue to provide low-cost and pragmatic service to all stakeholders in the town of West Boylston. The commission hired an expert to write its bylaw and patterned the draft document after other bylaws in effect in 200-plus Massachusetts cities and towns. We held extensive public hearings and sought input from all interested parties. This matter was brought to the attention of the West Boylston Bylaw Committee in November 2014. At that time, the West Boylston Bylaw Committee had the responsibility to take one of the following actions: concur with the draft, offer an alternate that would pass review by an experienced bylaw attorney, or give the West Boylston Conservation Commission a written explanation of why they could not support the draft. The Conservation Bylaw was placed on the warrant for the May 2015 town meeting. The Bylaw Committee asked for added time to consider the proposal, and the Conservation Commission reviewed the warrant article and gave the Bylaw Committee added time to thoughtfully consider the proposal. As a result of the Bylaw Committee's request, we added a citing member of the West Boylston Bylaws Committee to the Conservation Commission. The Bylaw Committee had taken no position as of the Conservation Commission's May 2nd, 2016 meeting. The Bylaw Committee subsequently decided to oppose the bylaw at the May 16th town meeting. The Bylaw Committee's failure to provide timely due process means that each of the Conservation Commission members and the Commission as a whole was not treated fairly. Each member of the Conservation Commission is sworn to uphold the Wetland Protection Act. Under these circumstances, it is against my long-held professional ethics to serve the town as either a volunteer or employee. By this letter, I'm resigning from the Conservation Commission effective June 30th, Finance Committee effective June 30th, and the Capital Investment Board effective June 30th. My informal support of the Forest Pest Task Force, ALB and EAB, Eastern Ash Borer, and Asian Longhorn Beetle, will conclude on May 31st, 2016, and my support of the ESCO project, both current and future phases, will conclude on June 17th, 2016. My judgment is that this matter should be placed before the State of Massachusetts Ethics Commission for their further review. I've enjoyed working for the town for the past decade, and I'm disappointed that I'm unable to continue. Regards, David Eckhart. And that's it for the town administrator's report.
Thank you.
Question. Anita, Charlene was the Concom representative on the CPC, Community Preservation Committee.
Okay.
Can you ask their
I will
their
ask that
chair
they
to-
redesignate.
Thank you.
All right, meeting invitations and announcements. On Monday, June 6th at 3:30, we are meeting, the Council on Aging is having a meeting at the Senior Center to discuss the new Senior Center building and what they would like for it. And everybody's invited to attend. We hope that everybody will attend because it's going to be very important. And also, June 7th is the annual town election, so let's, everybody get out there and vote. Anything else on that? Selectmen's report.
I'd like to thank the, it's a celebration committee for the fireworks this past weekend. Unfortunately, the parade was rained out, but we did have a pretty good showing at the gym. I again like to thank the townspeople for coming out to that. The one thing I wanted to put out is that the American Legion, the meeting that's closest to Flag Day on June 14th, every year has a flag burning if you need to dispose of your old flags. That's going to be June 27th at 6:30. You can drop your flags off between now and then at the American Legion, or if you want to attend the ceremony and you have a flag that you need to dispose of, you can bring it to that, to the flag burning. Again, it's the 27th at 6:30.
27.
Oh, I don't have any reports. I'm good.
I would just encourage people to go to the meeting with the senior center so everybody can hear their thoughts and give their input. And again, no matter how you're voting, really get out and vote this year. We appreciate all the votes.
Absolutely. All right, future agenda items. Yeah,
I'm good.
Kevin?
I'm good.
Sean?
Were we working on Holy Cross and getting, we had asked, so we're working still on that and
Yes.
getting, okay.
Yep.
Just wondering how that's going along.
Yeah, I'm meeting with Jamie Hoag from Holy Cross next Friday as a preliminary meeting.
Okay.
And then, once we know the makeup of the board after the election, then we'll get dates that will work for everybody to try to find a Saturday timeframe within this next few weeks.
And do we know if we've moved forward with anything on Malden Street and where we're standing?
We've received updated engineering costs from the engineering firm. We do not have the updated construction estimate costs for Malden. So Mike Kittredge is still working and putting together those Chapter 90 forms that you all need to approve and sign. So I hope to have those by the next meeting.
Okay, good. I would like some kind of update for the next meeting because we've got to get that done.
Great.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to bring up in the future is cemetery, the pay scale for the cemetery, and if we're going to do anything with the merger with the DPW, something on that agenda, because Mr. McCormick's brother asked me about that.
Don't look at me, huh?
All right, Kevin, can we read it yet?
Sure. I move that we enter into executive session under the provisions of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A, Part 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining, if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the town's position, and the chairman so declares.
I do.
Oh, second?
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Ms. Swanson?
Yes.
Mr. Hadley?
Yes,
Mr. Crowley?
Yes.
and we will not be coming back into open session.
So you'll give me the peace sign.
Thank you.